In finance, the decoupling threats are not as big. We don't think the US will use the dollar as a weapon like against Iran or Russia. The real problem is technology decoupling, the kind of export restrictions we face, the kind of data restrictions we face, and we have a lot of recommendations in there. It's a fight for the economy of the future, and that's what worries us about the decoupling.
China is having this new 14th five-year plan, and Biden is taking office. Are we moving forward to decoupling, or are we going to avoid this concern?
Well, decoupling is a fact already in many ways. China in some areas didn't even couple up, so decoupling is not happening there. Huawei and SETI is the prime cases, or even TikTok in the United States. But you can see that decoupling is going to happen on software and on semiconductors. And I don't think that the Biden administration is going to loosen up on this anytime soon. Hence the report, we in business don't like decoupling. It's making our life more complicated and more costly.
EU seems to be caught in the middle. And, a lot of investors have been talking about the China-U.S. EU triangle. What's your view regarding this concept?
We are very strong in standard setting. We are very strong in determining where the future on climate change is going to head. So in a way, we are quite important to both parties. But again, we said it many times, we don't want to take sides, we don't want to make choices. We want to maintain this globalization as we had it. We're not naive, we know it's being challenged, but at least we also want to make sure that we can safeguard our own jobs and economy back home.
And now China and the EU has a new investment treaty. In the meantime, the US is going to push forward its transatlantic cooperation between the US and EU, and Biden is betting big on EU. So how you balance between these two ties?
Well, the investment agreement has been going on for 7 years. Enough is enough. At one stage, political capital, you want it or you don't want it. Luckily, our leaders wanted it. And it's not unusual. I mean, phase one was done, 12 months before between the US and China. So Europe gained basically what the US has gained plus a little bit more. But it's baby steps, really it is. But baby steps are better than standing still.
As Biden takes office, what are the most urgent issues that the EU wants to talk about with Biden?
Well, I think it's rebuilding trust. I mean, U.S. is
rebuilding trust.
Yeah, I guess it's tackling the bilateral trade issues, Boeing, Airbus, Nord Stream 2, tariff war, finding common ground on some areas. I think we should not start by finding again our deep-felt faction by singling out a third party against whom we could. I mean, it's going to take really a while because for us as Europeans, the question is, was Trump 4 years the exception or will be Biden 4 years the exception?
Do you think the fate of Chinese tech companies become better under Biden's presidency? For example, Huawei.
Well, it's going to be really difficult for Biden because he needs to use his political capital that he just gained from his elections on climate change, on fighting COVID and things like this. Now to spend it right away on a topic where actually it doesn't score with voters is going to be really difficult. As you can see, there's only one topic that combines the opinion of Republicans, Democrats. That's unfortunately how to bash China in many ways. So I guess that there will be maybe some baby steps of more civilized dealing with China, but don't expect any massive policy reversals.